Hello guys, this just came in today. I have ordered an JS-2 tank from Torro. The reason I bought it was basically I already got one tank where there will be another video about it. So just let's take a look what will be inside this crate, which I basically love that it comes into a crate. Very nice way to transport it. And still, if you wouldn't use the crate for the tank, you can still store your stuff in it. So we basically got a manual already. A bit of other gubbins, like for details, arrows to shoot at, manual about the remote control, and the bonus code for War Thunder. I don't play this game anymore because for me personally it's too hard. I'm a failing gamer, just let's say that way. Everything I play I fail at. As you can see, it is basically a styrofoam insert with two green straps to keep everything together. But you can already take out, I don't know what this is. Oh, those are the BBs. You can get this tank with an infrared gun or with a BB gun. I always go for the BB versions because I like to shoot stuff. And the second box, if I can get it out. No, we're first gonna cut the green straps. So the second box basically says 1/16 scale, and in this box, like in the KV1, will be some extra details, maybe some figures, we will see. So put all this aside. And let's take the styrofoam out. And honestly, you can't see it well on the camera. I know I don't have a high stand for it. But when the first piece of styrofoam is out, you can already get the remote control. I will place it here so you can see. And you can also already take the tank, if I can get it out at least. Maybe first take the battery out, which is the same. Well, it looks at least the same. It is the same battery like I get on my KV1, and with the KV1 I directly ordered a spare with it, so I got now 3 of those. So that should mean, if I can get it out at least, that the charging plug would be the same, but it isn't. With the KV1, the adapter you get is for directly connecting to the battery, and this tank, you can actually load the battery without removing it from the tank. So that's a pretty nice feature, but I hope it's still easy to open up, because I plan to go outside with this thing to places to run more than half an hour, and these batteries go only about half an hour. So Now, let's just go to the side and I'll place it here. I will remove the box, the crate, but it seems to be already one BB, as you can see, has escaped. Yeah. So let's put it on the ground. And the BB decided to go away on its own. Put this aside. Put the remote control aside. Battery aside. And let's just take a look at the tank. I can already say by lifting this out of the crate, for its size it is pretty heavy. I need to be honest about that. And I try to be careful. Honestly, I am really liking what I see here. I am very happy with this. For the people that are interested, because I called it an IS-2, you can also call it a JS-2. These tanks were called after Joseph Stalin. When you write it in the Western style, Joseph is written with a J. But if you would directly translate it from the Russian way, it is written with an I. So JS or IS, it's basically the same series of tanks. Only the difference is in how you spell Joseph. I am really liking this, I'll be honest. So I will set up the camera better to see the tank, and well, I would say I'll see you in a couple of seconds. So before we take a look at the tank, we're going to basically take a look what's inside these two boxes. As it's saying here already, Powerball bullets, basically these are BBs. You just get a small bag of bright yellow BBs, as you can see. It isn't that much, but even with this little, you can have great fun. And because they are yellow, you can find them easy, and if they are still intact, you can reuse them. Although I would recommend to, if you're going outside and trying to shoot, to basically buy biodegradable BBs. So if you lose them, it isn't really that bad for nature. So what we got inside this box? Some extra pieces of track with pins for the linkage. Here are some plastic pieces of track, basically for as detailing as part of the front armor, and some decals. We also got some towing lines, and they feel a bit heavy to be just plastic. those are actual metal towing lines, so that is pretty nice. The ones with the KV1 were basically plastic towing lines. I put them on and after a while they just snapped. I hope this would happen with these two, but since they are metal, I don't think so that will happen. And also you got a little bottle of smoke fluids, because it comes with a smoke generator. I will let you know in a later video how that works out. The smoke generator with my KV1 was basically broken from the beginning. I don't really mind it that much, because basically smoke generators from the factory are fine. Like in model trains, tanks, trucks, they are fine, but I'm experimenting for making my own smoke generator, so it isn't just white smoke. I like when it's a diesel, there comes black smoke out of it. So yeah. So now we'll take a look at the tank. So now it's time to take a look at this beast. It must be said, it is very heavy for its size. If I'm just going out by feel, it is actually, as they advertise, metal tracks, metal wheels, all separately sprung. The bottom of the hull is metal, and also, and this is very nice, the turret is metal. And I really like that. The more metal parts, the better. So normally this thing should open up. I don't know how yet, but it should open up. Okay, this I already like. You got easy access to the battery. Here you got your sound speaker. Here basically your module that, well, the receiver I should say. And here you got the two gearboxes. And with actual metal gears instead of plastic ones. The moment it is plastic geared, just change it out for metal ones, because plastic gears, they will snap over time, and it will be a pain if you try to repair it or just replace them. Just use metal gears. If you service it regularly, you won't have any problems with it. And here, I hope you can see it, is the smoke generator, and I see and that's basically everything that's inside. You don't really need more, to be honest. Maybe a better smoke generator if you're a difficult guy like me. But apart from that, it is very nice. But now, closing it up. So, that's done. So, I would say just let's take a look at the details. I like how the cross, the polar bear, the star, the number is applied. Honestly, I don't really know where to start. If you just take a look at the front of the tank, you already got here your headlights, you got here two latches. I really like how basically the beams are done to keep all this plating in place as it would be in real life. This little thing sticking out is because this flickers reds when you're so-called firing this machine gun, which has a really nice effect in the dark. You got all metal handrails where there should be handrails. Even the hatch here opens, and yes, this hatch I will show you. Here you got a switch, and basically here you load the BBs for the BB gun, and the switch enables or disables the shooting action itself. Because when you're driving around and there are kids nearby or animals, if you shoot at them, you will give them a lot of pain. From close up, my KV-1 shoots basically holes in the door of my workshop, so yes. And that's only with plastic BBs. If you have a figure, you can put a figure here like a commander or something. But it's very nice that they do it this way. If you're going to look at the site, you can see here the shuffle. I need to come to the other side to see what this actually is. Well, this is basically a small chest, a bag with something in. I don't know what there should be inside these bags, but it is nice that it is included. Also, what I guess are part of the fuel tanks that I don't really know might also be part of the air filter system. I'm not an expert on tanks, let's be clear about that. But I really like what they've done. Just look at those wheels, the spokes that are included in it. And they have a really nice sprung to them. The chain is a bit too tense, I would say, but that will be well, it will be I don't know the word anymore. Well, let's just say it won't be so tense anymore after you've driven with it a while. And so now let's just go to the back. This I know what I don't know the name of it, but I know what this triangle's function is, and it's basically for transport. So this will come up, this part would be taken off, the top half. So basically you can lay your gun inside, fix it in place for transportation on trains, trucks and so on. And I'll be honest, I just love all the details on this tank. Even if you just take a look above, you can basically see through the vents, and I guess that this will also be where the smoke comes out. This hatch can't open for the moment because of how the turret is standing, but this hatch should also open up, so I'll say just this way, this is an unboxing video, we are not driving this tank today, but if you order an JS-2 from Torro, you will get this tank. There is also another version. As I said, you can also have an infrared version, but you can also have one with a green camouflage colors instead of this one. It's preference. I like both about the same way, so I went around, asked my friends, and most of them like this one, so I thought, why not? So basically what you get when you buy the JS-2 Pro Edition, this is the Pro Edition, is a tank with a metal lower hull, a metal turret, a metal barrel. The top half of the hull is plastic, but yeah, if just the top half is plastic, that's fine with me. It's not like this is taking the bulk of the abuse. The undercarriages, the wheels are, the tracks are, and they are all metal, so I totally trust it. You get the remote control. For the people that are wondering, you should have two knobs here. No, they have not fallen off in the box or something. They are just quietly included where the battery should be. So they won't break off. You just press them into place and it's all done. And of course you still need to buy 6 AA batteries. You get some details, you get your smoke fluids, you get even more details, and I only see this now, but you also get some wiring. I guess this will be for if you want to place some extras on it. For some reason I've put it too far away to grab, but you also get the battery for inside the tank, and somewhere, I don't know where I left it, but you also get a charger. So you get everything you need except from the AA batteries to start off with this tank. But one note I already give in this unboxing video. This tank I wanted to buy first. I don't recommend to start off with a JS-2 or any tank with a barrel that basically sticks out the whole time further than the hull is big. I'd rather recommend that you would start off with a tank like this. I'm not saying you need to buy the KV one, but for your first tank, try to go with one where the barrel is shorter and almost always within the size of your hull. It might look easy to some people to steer these things, but it's not. The first 2 hours with these tanks was basically, oh, driving is fine, and when I tried to steer I bumped into everything. You're not used to the way these things steer basically. And well, if you're starting to bump within everything, even though it would be a metal barrel, it's a thin piece sticking out that gets all the weight in it, and there will break something. So that is the reason I started off with this one. And after I got the hang of it and got money again, I really didn't want to sell this one. I like it too much. So this is basically my first, and now I've got a second. So guys, we are now about 1 week, 1.5 week after the moment I got my tank and basically filmed the unboxing. The reason this part is filmed is to put some things right about what I said about the smoke generator. The KV1 tank was my first tank. It was bought via a third party and I didn't really pay attention to the manual. So those 3 points are basically all points that can make the defective smoke generators in my hands. I might have put too much oil in it. That was basically just a box, not a crate like the JS-2. It was via third party. It could have been damaged in transport and so on because the box wasn't great when it came here. But still, the point is, it isn't directly related to torro at that point. There are several factors that plays also a role. I'm glad to say I was able to test the JS-2 pretty well in this time, and the smoke generator just works great. That's something you will see in one of the following videos. So now that has been put right, I would say, have a good evening, have a good day, wherever you are. Please like and subscribe. I am just a beginning YouTube channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.